Hi Capricorn, thanks for tuning in and welcome to your September reading. I've already shuffled the decks and put the cards down for you. So this reading is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon or Ascendant. Or if you're watching for a person of interest, then this reading could also be for you. So this is where you are now, the challenge you face, the resources you can use. Wow, all major arcanas on the top row. This is the hidden forces and the devil is here twice. And the final card is the potential outcome. Alright, this is pretty major energy for Capricorn. Capricorn as well, the devil card from the major arcana is the archetypal representation of the Capricorn energy, and you're coming up in your own reading twice in the upright position. It's very interesting. You just need a second here to tune into that. And from the runes, I'm going to take one for what is the spiritual lesson in your experience right now. Alright. Well, this is interesting, isn't it? I feel like there's this could be a tough energy for Capricorn. You could be, all right, there's a few different messages here, and it's almost an entirely different reading for different people watching. So the first impression I'm getting here is that for some people watching this, you might be feeling under a lot of pressure to work more than usual. That's something I'm feeling in this reading. There's like this extra pressure to perform or to do more than your normal workload, or to like perform tasks maybe that you don't normally do, that you don't like to do. Something is very restrictive in your life, in particular in your work life. That's what I feel here. There's something here about being obsessed about something, and that's being reiterated not only by the devil in the cards twice, but also this rune. This is Uruz in reverse, and this rune is kind of similar to the strength card in the major arcana. It's representative of a wild ox, and it talks about physical strength and speed and raw power, energy, strength, courage, tenacity, but it's coming out in your reading in the reverse. So it's talking here about obsession, misdirected force. I'm reading from my notes here. Weakness, domination by others. That's also something that the devil can describe in readings. It's like feeling a feeling of powerlessness over, through, like by the force of another person maybe, or feeling like a bit having to submit to someone. Also it says here sickness, inconsistency, ignorance, lust, brutality, rashness, callousness, violence. So all of these themes are also very devil energies. So someone might be here experiencing some very challenging energies in their life. Perhaps for some of the people watching this, or one person watching this, might be experiencing some kind of abuse at the hands of another person. That's at the extreme spectrum, this extreme end of the spectrum on this reading. Of course, you know, these readings are general, so you have to place yourself on the spectrum of where you land. Like seeing the devil come out twice, there might be someone who's being abused under this energy, but on the other kind of extreme of this might be, for example, someone who might be obsessed about working out and is spending too much time exercising, and it's becoming a problem. You see what I'm saying? It's like you have to figure out where you land in the spectrum of the things that I'm describing here. So with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse position in the challenge you face, it does kind of reiterate that there's some type of challenging energy that you're under right now, which is kind of forcing your hand in some ways. Meaning, like the things might have taken a turn, and you might not be feeling as powerful as you might have been like 12 months ago, or even last month, for example. Some of you might just be feeling like the forces that are at play are not necessarily at the hand of another person, but that maybe you're having to submit to the forces of the universe, or like universal energies that are working with you and on you at this time, and you might not feel like you have much else you can do other than just submit to them, right? Like submission again is a theme here in this reading. There's the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles is also in reverse here at the end of the reading. This is in the position of the potential outcome. And in this deck, the Seven of Pentacles is called breakthrough. So, again, you might be feeling like some kind of experience that you're dealing with is the net result of it could be that you're taking a step back in things. Like you might have, maybe for someone watching this reading, you took a big risk on something that required a lot of physical effort and determination on your part, and something that you might have, again, this theme of obsession is coming up with the Devil showing up twice in the reading, and it may not have worked out in the way that you had hoped, and it could be causing you to feel some type of way, of course. Like if whenever things don't work out in the way that we have visualized them, there can be feelings around that, emotions around that. I love that the Empress is here in your reading. She's in the upright position, and this is in the position of the spread, which is what other resources you can use. So there's a lot of hope here, even though I might have been giving a kind of heavy reading there with a lot of intense kind of interpretations on the cards here. The Empress is a very loud card in this reading, and she's offering a lot of hope and energy, vitality, physical strength, abundance, creativity. I'm also feeling this energy of like the message here is that you are your greatest resource. So even though circumstances might feel complicated and you might feel under duress in this energy, it's important to remember that you have a lot of physical force that you can fight with. I'm feeling a fighter energy with that. Again, I'm feeling like this rune is kind of connected to her as well, in the sense that I feel like physical energy is very loud in this reading, because the Capricorn energy is coming out twice, and it's a very physical energy. It's an earth energy, and the Empress is also an earth card. She is the archetypal card of the Taurus. So for some of you, the Empress could actually be representing a person. For some of you, there could be a Taurus person in your life who may be someone that you could reach out to for support and guidance in this current situation that you're dealing with, if you're not really sure how to deal with it, or if you just need someone who you can rely on to just be there to hold space for you and to listen to you maybe, or to just be a comforting, supportive person. That could be the message for someone. But mostly I'm feeling from the Empress, this is about you needing to understand that your creativity is what needs to be harnessed here in order to work through this situation that maybe feels complicated and challenging. Your greatest resource is your own physical wellness, health, endurance, and your vitality, as well as your creative and what's the right word? I keep hearing the word fruitful. I don't know why I don't say it, but there's this energy about being fruitful. I don't even know. I'm going to look up fruitful in the dictionary and see if that gives any more insight. Just give me a second here. Fruitful. Adjective of a tree, plant, or land producing much fruit. Fertile. Fertile is the word. Fertile. This seed will grow to a lovely fruitful tree. Producing good or helpful results. Okay, so it's about productivity, it's about fertility, it's about fruitfulness. So I think maybe that's a key for some of you watching this reading. Like, you need to remember that you are fertile. You might be feeling restricted, and as I said, you might be feeling this pressure, or like you might be feeling under duress in some way, whether that's under the constrictive energies of the universe that are playing against you right now, or playing on you right now. It's something against you. Or if you're dealing with a person that's really difficult, that pressure that could be coming from an individual. The message here is to understand and remember that you are fruitful, you are productive, you are fertile, you can be highly creative, and that's the message here, is to tap into the creativity and creative power that's within you, and there will be the place that you find the solutions as to how to navigate this energy in the most the most beneficial way to bring you through this energy without suffering or struggling too much. You know? Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune, again, I want to come back to the Wheel of Fortune in reverse in your reading, the challenging position of the spread. Again, it has this energy of like being like having control issues are somehow here in this reading. Like you could be feeling like someone is controlling over you, or universe is kind of controlling and limiting and restricting your ability to make choices that would be more like what you would prefer, right? But the Wheel of Fortune in reverse here in the challenging energy, it's like you might have had some setbacks. And again, with this Seven of Pentacles in reverse called breakthrough in this deck, I do feel like there might be some kind of setback here that you're dealing with. It could be like a situation where you might be feeling like you're struggling a little bit, or that you don't have, like I said, as much control as you need. You might feel like there are forces working against you. And I don't want to play into any kind of paranoia here or make you feel like you're a victim of something. If you are in trouble and you are struggling with an abusive person or someone who is behaving in a way that is underhanded or in any way toxic, or if you're in danger, please get help. Please get help. You have the resources within you. You have the power within you. You may feel like some level of exhaustion here for some of you. There could be an energy of like being physically exhausted by this, especially if this has been going on for some time. But you need to remember the creative power that's within you. You need to understand that you have the ability to find solutions using your intuition and creativity, using your divine feminine energy. And I just want to reiterate again for some of you watching, that if you are in this sort of difficult situation, this Empress person in the position of resources could be an actual person who's ready, willing, and able to help you and support you if you need that. But it's important for you to reach out and help, because people may not necessarily know that you need help, especially if you've been under this kind of, I mean, the devil energy can be very concealed. You know, it could be a very behind closed doors kind of energy. And you know, if some people are struggling under a controlling person, oftentimes they would prefer to hide that or keep it secret, because it's could be dangerous for them otherwise, you know. But if you need help and if you're in trouble, please reach out to someone. But you have the strength to keep going through this. You do have the resources within you to find the solution that you need. Don't keep suffering in a difficult situation. If you can get yourself out of where you are, do so. If you need help and support, reach out and ask for it. And for some of you watching this reading, there might be a question here around like whether or not to actually leave or stay, even if circumstances are difficult, because you might feel like you've invested so much in a connection, in a job. This could be a job for some people. The devil energy could be a boss. It could be a partner. It could be a controlling person. It could be a controlling parent even. Could be family energy, it could be partnership energy, it could be work energy, boss people, anything like that. But with this Seven of Pentacles in reverse here, it's really important. The message here is saying there's nothing to hold on to, like just walk away. If you stay, you run the risk of losing even more. So I want to close this reading out with some uplifting positive energy and just keep referring you back to this Empress card and let you know that, again, you are fertile, you are fruitful, you are creative, you are abundant, you have boundless energy that you can tap into. And if the Empress represents a person for you, then do reach out and ask for help, because that person is very much ready, willing, and able to support you, help you, guide you, comfort you, protect you, whatever it is that you need. Capricorn, thank you so much for watching. It's been an honor and a pleasure to read for you. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye for now.